Have you ever struggled to quiet your mind at night, finding it difficult to fall asleep because your thoughts keep racing? Have you ever wished for a simple way to bring calm and peace into your life during stressful times? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore a collection of Zen stories and Buddhist wisdom that can help you find deep peace and calm your mind. Whether you're trying to sleep better or simply navigating a busy and stressful day. Zen stories, in particular, are full of simple yet profound lessons that can help bring clarity, mindfulness, and peace to your life. In this video, we will focus on how Zen stories and teachings can guide you toward cultivating a mind that is steady, clear, and peaceful. When we allow ourselves to fully embrace the present moment, we open the door to calm, contentment, and rest. Zen stories often contain simple, direct lessons that can help us reconnect with our deeper self, let go of unnecessary distractions, and find true peace. These teachings do not require intellectual understanding, but invite us to experience life with presence, openness, and simplicity. Let's start with a story to illustrate the power of Zen wisdom. There was someone I will call Mia. Mia had always struggled with finding inner peace. Her mind was constantly filled with thoughts of the past and the future. She would lay awake at night, unable to fall asleep because her mind wouldn't stop racing. Every thought felt like a ripple in the water, creating endless waves that prevented her from finding rest. Mia's friend, Iron, had been practicing Zen for years and always seemed at peace, no matter the chaos around him. One evening, Mia finally asked him, "How do you stay so calm? How do you get to sleep when your mind is so active?" Iron smiled and shared one of the most valuable teachings he had learned from Zen. The mind is like a wild horse. If you let it run free, it will take you anywhere and everywhere. But if you take the reins and gently guide it, you can find peace. Zen is not about stopping thoughts. It's about letting them flow and not attaching to them. The trick is not to try to control everything, but to allow your mind to simply be. It's like being on a still lake. The surface may ripple, but the depths remain calm. Iron continued, "I've learned many Zen stories that help me quiet my mind and bring me peace, and I want to share a few with you tonight." Let's explore a few Zen stories and teachings that can guide you toward calmness, peace, and rest. Zen Story 1: The Monk and the Stone. Once, a monk was walking with his master on a long journey. Along the path, they came across a large stone blocking the way. The monk was frustrated, wondering how they could possibly move such a large stone. His master, however, simply sat down and started meditating. After a while, the monk asked his master, "Master, don't you think we should move the stone?" The master smiled gently and replied, "The stone is not our problem. Your frustration is." This story teaches us a fundamental lesson. Sometimes, the obstacles we face are not external, they are the way we react to them. In Maya's case, her struggle to quiet her mind wasn't about the number of thoughts she had, it was about her attachment to them. Once Mia learned to accept the flow of her thoughts without fighting them, she began to feel more at ease and less disturbed by the noise in her mind. Zen Story to the Empty Cup. A student once visited a Zen master and asked, "Master, how can I achieve peace of mind?" The master invited the student to sit down and serve tea. As he poured, the master continued talking, asking the student, "What do you want to know?" The cup was already full, but the master kept pouring the tea, spilling it over the edges. The student watched in silence as the tea spilled out. But eventually, he said, "Master, the cup is already full. You are spilling the tea." The master looked up at him and said, "Just like this cup, your mind is already full. How can I teach you if you do not empty your cup first?" This Zen story teaches us the importance of clearing the clutter in our minds. When our minds are overwhelmed with worries, memories, and distractions, it is difficult to find peace. Mia learned that she had to first let go of her need to control her thoughts before she could learn to cultivate true peace. By learning to empty her mind and simply sit in stillness, she was able to find rest and calm. Zen Story 3: The Moon and the Water. A monk was gazing at the moon over a lake, fascinated by its reflection on the water. As he looked closer, he saw how the moon's light was rippling with the waves on the water's surface. He turned to his master and said, "Master, the moon is disturbed by the water." The master chuckled and replied, "The moon is not disturbed. It is the water that is disturbed." This story teaches us that our perception of the world is oft unclouded by our own mental state. When we allow our minds to settle, the world around us becomes clearer. Mia, through practicing mindfulness and meditation, started to see the clarity in the stillness of her mind. Like the moon on the water, her peace remained undisturbed, even if the waves of thought rose and fell. Zen Story for the Roar of the Lion. A Zen master once told his students, "You are all like lions, but you live like cats." The students were confused, so the master explained, "A lion roars because it knows its power. A cat hides because it feels weak. The lion does not fear the noise of the world because it knows it is strong enough to face it." This story reminds us that we all have the potential for strength and clarity within us. Sometimes, our worries make us feel weak or powerless, but deep down, we are capable of immense inner peace. By embracing our own strength and stillness, Mia was able to face her anxious thoughts with the confidence that they didn't define her. Zen Story 5: The Sound of One Hand Clapping. One day, a student asked a Zen master, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" The master smiled and said, "What is the sound of your mind when you are not thinking?" This story invites us to consider the silence that lies beneath our thoughts. Mia learned that the key to quieting her mind wasn't in trying to stop her thoughts entirely, but in learning to experience the space between them. Through mindfulness, she began to appreciate the stillness that existed in her mind, even when thoughts were present. These Zen stories offer us simple yet profound lessons that can transform the way we approach life and our inner world. Maya's journey of learning to quiet her mind and embrace stillness is one that we all can relate to. When we learn to stop reacting to our thoughts and start observing them with awareness, we begin to experience greater peace and clarity. If you've ever struggled with anxiety, stress, or sleeplessness, these Zen stories can be a powerful tool to help you let go of your worries and find calm. By embracing the teachings of impermanence, mindfulness, and compassion, we can transform our relationship with our thoughts and emotions, creating space for rest, peace, and clarity. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these Zen stories resonated with you the most? How do you deal with your thoughts and worries? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel for more peaceful teachings and wisdom. Like this video so it can reach others who are seeking calm in their lives. And if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member to help us continue creating valuable content. Until next time, remember the stillness you seek is already within you. Just like the moon on the water, your peace is always present beneath the surface, waiting for you to discover it.